Oh, guys, what's going on? It's Percy here from P4C. Welcome back to the channel. In front of you and I, we have a case, a very heavy case. I think it's around 10 to 15 kg. And inside, I'm not sure how we can see it, but as I'm opening, I might be blocking myself here. We have 100 or over 130 or 140 cards, PSA graded cards that we are bringing to the card show that is coming up on the 21st and 22nd here in Hong Kong, hosted by Grade 10. Again, we did a video yesterday where we showcased some of the raw cards that we are bringing to the show, and today we're showcasing all the graded cards that we are bringing to the show for sale. And hope you guys enjoy it. You know, one of the comments on that past video was people was confused a little bit about the price, so maybe people are watching my video without any sound, so I'm going to put it on the screen. All the prices in these videos are in Hong Kong dollars because we're in Hong Kong and most likely going to be dealing in Hong Kong dollars, so it's not in US. People were saying one comment was like 80 bucks for a heavy plate Watsy card was way too expensive. Of course it is, but it's 80 Hong Kong dollars, and you've divided that by, I think the exchange rate is around 7.78, or let's say divided by 8 is around $10 USD per card. So with that said, we're going to go through all of the graded slab that we're bringing to the show, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, starting things in no particular order again. These prices are in Hong Kong dollars. We've got a few sort of full art trainer here from the Sword and Shield era, from various pool. I think most of these are Japanese cards. We do have a few English here and there, but yes, a lot of these lower end slabs where either I graded myself or we've got it from trades, or we've got it from Oripa in Japan. So a few sort of lower end labs, and then we've got the Charizard and Mewtwo combination here. Really like these sort of cards where the pictures are joined or they kind of relate to each other. And then we've got a Urshifu VMAX here. I think in a way, sort of a little bit underrated, because just the art is so awesome and so much happening in this here. When you compare to the Rapid Strike and the Single Strike, the Rapid Strike is definitely looks a little bit better. And then we've got a Kaferi here. This card obviously risen in value quite a lot over the years due to the Lily craze. So we've got one here for sale. We've got a base set Mewtwo here, Jet Mint 10 here. It does have the rarity symbol. And then we've got a Ninetale Expedition, always a delight. And then we've got more Lilies. This is Lily's Full Force here, 4,500. And then we've got the English version of the Secret Rare, or the Full Art. And then we've got a Mewtwo EX here, back in the X and Y era. And then we've got the Tag Team GX All-Star, and probably the biggest item in the for this show. And most of the time this sort of big item doesn't get sold, but this one here, the Latios and Latios GX from Tag Bolt, Jetmin 10. Of course, this is the Japanese version. We did have an English version. It got graded 9, and I sold it on PWCC or Authentics collects now. But we remain with the PSA. We've got a PSA 10 for the Japanese version, and I think it's time to sell. And again, most of the time we're selling a lot of these cards, wanting to use the money that we sell it to invest into something else. And I'm really gunning for hoping to buy more Jirachi slabs. So another goodie here, the Espeon from the Neo 2, Neon Genesis, Neon Discovery. I think, yeah, this is Neo Discovery in English. A PSA 10 Raichu here from Expedition. A Houndoom here. A Charizard art rare from VMAX Climax. I'm a little bit surprised that this card hasn't rise in value that much. I'm seeing it's a Charizard card. Maybe it's because of Leon. Leon's not everyone's favorite trainer. And then we've got the Lily card, same card in Japanese. And then a Riser, a Gengar. All Gengar cards are hot cakes at the moment. So we've got the art rare from Lost Origin, and then we've got the first edition Holo Gengar here. I should double check the price. I think this might be a little bit on the lower end now, so we might just check it. And then we've got a Giratina in Japanese, the PSA 10, the ever so beautiful. And then we've got an Umbreon here. This is only a PSA 9, but it's from Hidden Fates. So, I mean, look at this card. You can see why it's a PSA 9, but maybe a chance for PSA 10 because the back does look pretty good. And then we've got a few first edition here, but in Spanish. We've got Squirtle first edition here in Spanish. We've got a Pikachu first edition here in Spanish as well. And then we've got another Pikachu here in German first edition. And then we've got, I'm just looking at this, looks pretty clean. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. I think, yeah, it looks pretty clean actually. I don't know why it got a 9. And then a Red Cheek Shadowless PSA 5. This card was pretty beat up. I think when I graded this card, I was just like, oh, I just wanted, this card look really fragile, so I just wanted it to be in a slab. And then we've got a few interesting ones coming up. We've got a few near mint to mint 8.5. Now, as far as I know, PSA doesn't do 8.5s anymore, and you can see the cert number is 485. Now, the cert number for PSA now is up to well, it's up to nine digit. Yeah, up to 9 digits. So this is 8 digit. It's like 10 something now. And so you can see I graded all of these myself, these 8.5, and I thought it was pretty special to get 8.5. And then if you actually go into the pop report, and I don't know if people cares about pop report, and I wrote it in just in case. But since PSA doesn't really do 0.5s anymore, or don't do 0.5 anymore, you might consider these as rare. So you can see this Pichu card. If you are like a Pichu collector, for example, and you want to collect every grade there is, well, we've got the 8.5 for you. And this Pichu card is obviously amazing. Yeah, 8.5. Again, it probably could pass as a 9. I don't know why got a 8.5. They just wouldn't give it to us. The next one we have is a Wobble Fat here, another 8.5. You can see some print lines in the hollow patterns, and maybe a little bit of scratches. Centering maybe a little bit off, but the back looks, again, for a vintage card, looks pretty clean, but got an 8.5. And this is Pop 6, only 6 of these in the world with 8.5 score. And then you get the Nino King here from base set, and then again getting a 8.5. This one is probably a little bit more noticeable. You've got the Ding Connors, and then you get a Hitmon top, and this is Pop 2. Again, a little bit ding on the corner, 8.5. And then the next few here are first edition English Rocket. We've got a Dark Weezing, Dark Golbat, and then last but not least, we have the Dark Magneton, which is notoriously known pretty hard to gray. And we got a PSA 9 on this. Why is it hard to gray? Is because you can see the silver hollow pattern here, and quite often that's where it gets marks taken off with all the scratches and whatnot. So that's the first 40, and we're gonna go into our next 40. All right, and then we've got some really unique cards, something probably you won't be able to see every day. We've got these Sealdass card here. They're actually sticker cards, so you can actually peel them off. These were really hard. So initially PSA didn't even grade these. The first ever copy that I've got was a Charizard, and I graded it with BGS, but PSA then slowly opened their grading with these. You can see there's only 29 of these in the world for PSA 9, and I think maybe less than 10 for PSA 10. I do own a PSA 10 copy, by the way. So this is Pop 29. You see a little bit more of these later on, and then you get the Cardex vending. This is a Gengar Prism, Pop 299. These are really, you know, we're talking about pre base set, and then and Montress here, 265 in terms of pop. So again, wanted to show the pop for some of these cards, just making people realize how, you know, potentially rare these are. I'm sure there are a lot of raw cards out there, but grading it on a high scale might be hard. All right, this one here I picked up recently, and I picked it up by mistake, and that's why I'm selling this, because there's two versions of this card. One is this one, which is the World Champions pack, which I've got a PSA 8. The other one is the play promo. I thought this was a play promo, as for some reason I didn't even read it, and then I got it, and now I'm letting it go because I do want to get the play promo instead of this one. But this one is equally hard to get, 2007, because you get it from a pack during the World Championship, and only those people who attended the World Championship that year would have gotten this card. So and then a few other bits and pieces here, a PSA 9 Alligator. I feel like with a lot of these E cards, I just feel like PSA don't really know how to grade the E cards, so it's a little bit hit and miss with PSA 9, PSA 10, and then getting a Torkoal here, a Lugia. I graded this card multiple times and just couldn't crack the 10. I mean, I can understand why. Maybe it's the centering. Yeah, I really would like to own this card in a 10, but unfortunately we can't. And then the trio here, get PSA 9, and then we've got some sets. So there are a few sets that we're selling. The Plus One Minion, both getting PSA 9 here. Some older card, a Jolteon Skyreach Holo Rare, getting a 8 here, and then a Dark Celery, another 8, and then a Venusaur EX, so a little bit vintage, and then you get the Pikachu here as well, and then the Charizard from the Ultra Premium box, which I was pretty angry with these sort of sets. And then the next lot here is they're not Pokemon. So you've got some Y swaps cards here. We've got a Guru here, and then we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Mandalorian here. So and then we've got some One Piece card as well. We've got a Black Label, letting it go for cheap. We've got Miss Sunday, aka Robin. I like her as Robin rather than Miss Sunday, so letting this go. And then a top 8 souvenir, and then just bits and pieces in terms of One Piece cards. Though we're not a big collector of One Piece. I think I'm only collecting like Yamato's card, and then maybe some Nami's, maybe some Robin, maybe some Boa. So and then the most expensive, there is one more expensive. This is the official event top prize, the Zoro card. This card has from its first release till now dropped value quite a bit. And then we've got the Dawn card here, from the World Championship, and then a few sort of from the first anniversary from the simplified Chinese set, and then another Onami and Bonnie card. So that's another batch, and then we'll go for another batch, show you another batch as well. All right, starting this pile off, and this is just the one-off from this particular pile. This is the Sealdass one that we talk about, electric type. We've got Pikachu here, and this is a gem antenna. You can see there's only 6 of these in as well, and I think I own another copy. I used to own 3 copies. I sold 1, and have 2 remaining. So yeah, you can say I'm a majority owner. I used to be a majority owner, maybe still a majority owner, maybe different after the card show. So we're selling this particular off. Now, in terms of these are really difficult to find prices for, because there just weren't many of these for sale. And again, this was pop 6, so not many people were selling these. So and then the next lot are Eevees in Eeveelutions. So we've got the Nugaba here, and then we of course picked up a few Eevees, EXs for sale, and then from our very own as well, the BGS that we've got. And then after Eevee there is Flareon, so we're selling off our V collection as well from Eevee Heroes. A few more Flareons here, and then after Flareon there's Vaporeon. So again, a few Vaporeon, or shower, as it is, or in Japanese. And then we've got the Jolteon, the Thunders here, and then moving into Espeon. And we've got Espeon. The only probably the one that we probably don't have is obviously Umbreon, and I'm a Umbreon collector myself, so we're not selling off any of our Umbreon, but I'm sure the other Eeveelutions are obviously as popular. Now, you know, I priced these like a minimum difference between the 9.5 and the PSA 10. So again, there is not a huge difference. So that's the way I did it. We've got Leafeon, Glaceon, and then last but not least, Sylveon. We have 2 here. We've got the English version and the Japanese version. And then last but not least, we did have another Sealdass card here, Pop 20 for the Skyther in a PSA 9. All right, continuing on with more sort of Sealdass here. So this is I forgot to mention, this is Sealdass Series 1. So this is the Psychic type number 1, Pop 13, Psychic type number 2, Pop 22. So the number 1 has obviously the Alakazam line here, and then the number 2 has the Mew and Mewtwo here, and then you get the Psychic Ghost, getting the Gengar and the Slowbro here, and then you got the Electric type, which is number 4, and then last but not least, I did get another PSA 9 for the Pikachu here. Again, I think it's really hard to understand what gets 9 and what gets 10 on these. So and then the next batch are Eeveelutions. So we do have a lot of Eeveelutions. So this is I'm selling it as a set. So we got Eevee, Shower with Vaporeon, Thunders, Jolteon. Again, these were pretty low pop. Only 20 of these for PSA 9, 16 of these for Vaporeon as a PSA 9, 12 of these and 10 of these for Flareon. And then a Electabuzz Pop 1 here, only 1 of these in the world. I don't know, there are many Electabuzz collectors, but if you're at the show, maybe. A Nidoking here, Pop 11. And then we're going back to sort of some modern. You got the 151, some of the 151 cards here. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Psyduck, and then Snorlax. And then you got the Mewtwo. And then we've got the Mew EX as well. Very nice looking card. You got the second generation Gold Star Umbreon here. I feel like we're letting this go for a very cheap price, by the way. I might be wrong. And then we've got the 3 legendary firsts from the Hidden Fate set here. We've got the ETB promo, and then obviously the Full Art and Rainbow Rare. A Mewtwo EX Fun Black and White Psycho Drive First Edition here. A very, very lovely looking card. And then a Shining Lugia here. I'm actually really hesitant to let this card go, to tell you the honest truth. This card, I have a bit of a history with this card. And then we've got the Burst Impact Rainbow Lugia. We've got some Rayquaza from Hidden Fates here, the English and the Japanese version. And then we've also got some Chinese 151. This is we're selling it as a set, and this is a sequential set. What it means is that this is 91, 92, and 93. This is Squirtle, War Turtle, and Blastoise. And then we've got the Blastoise from Japanese 151. We've got the promo from the Eeveelutions set. And then we've got, last but not least, got a few sort of BGS card. We've got a Black Label Guzma Dragonite V that went from PSA 6 to BGS 9.5. We've got the Mopeco here. This card is, I don't know how rare this actually is, but we've got someone's Chansey here from the one of the gym challenges, and then we've got the Sabrina's Gaze, I think, and then the last two card here is an Erica Venusaur with a really nice swell there. I mean, personally, if I were to keep this, I might have cracked this and then resubmit it. And then last but not least, we have a Game Boy Dragonite here as well. So that's it of all the cards that graded cards that we're bringing to the show. And again, hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. To end, we are going to open White Flare. Again, true packs that we've got from Narita Airport. Again, the reason why we've got only true packs is you can only buy true packs as they have pack limit control. All right, let's see if we get anything amazing just for true packs. This is the Bravery Ring, and then we did get a Hydreigon EX here, and then the last pack, again, probably not going to be expecting anything crazy here. To tell the honest truth, we did pull an amazing card while we were opening up these in Japan, as we get a Phyllis here and a Zorak here. So we did get an art rare here, which is amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. If you did, make sure you smash the like. We do have one more video coming out where we're showcasing some of the Seal products and weird different pieces that we're going to be selling at the show. I don't even know if we have enough space to be showcasing all of this, so hopefully we do, because I haven't seen this table and how it's set up physically yet. With that said, if you are also opening up some trading cards, in particular Pokemon, may the God of Pulls be with you always.